have Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Also in 2010.
There's some romance in there.
There is some romance.
Buzz Lightyear's in there.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear,
He
but-
might, you know, who knows what he's doing up there.
Well, there's the thing where his wings
Jesse.
pop out in Toy Story 2. But yeah, let's not be nasty about
Just
Pixar
his
films.
wings.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. So, Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
A movie that when I first saw the previews for it, I was like, I don't want this to happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
boy, was I
Yeah,
wrong.
Absolutely.
for sure.
Nobody had faith. Like, they had 2, and we're like, okay, great. Now let's stop.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's do 3. Just no.
Yeah, the second
Why
one
would
was
you do
supposed
that?
to be like an adaptation to like DVD, and then they were like, no, we should actually put a time and effort into that one. And they were like, all right, it's played safe for the second one, and then you third one, you're like, no, you gambled already.
Yeah.
Why are you gambling again?
And I think like the interesting thing is that historically, when you look at, and I know Pixar is a separate entity, but when you look at Disney sequels historically, they're usually bad.
Right.
Yeah.
And usually like direct to DVD, it's like Lion King 1 and 2.5 or whatever they called it. Or there'll be like weird prequel stories about here's Snow White in high school. You're like, I don't need to know all this. So for Toy Story, like you would make the joke hearing about it, like, oh, what is the kid like 20 now? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's dark.
It is.
It's terrifying.
It takes that lesson about growing up full circle. It does go like full in A.A. Milne, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
You have to grow up, live with it.
And the first movie came out in 1995, so we definitely, like, if you were a little kid when you saw it, you definitely grew up with
You grew up with
That
them.
was
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom started crying in theater because I was about to go to college, and I had my little Pikachu. And I was like, I'm keeping that Pikachu. And he got rid of his. I'm keeping mine.
So let me ask you guys this then. Like, did any of you bring your childhood toys to college?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I brought a
I
couple.
still have-
too.
I still have them on my
s-
desk.
I mean, I still have a bunch of like my 90s and 80s Star Wars action figures on my desk. And I don't know if it's like partially because of these movies that personified your toys. I mean,
Yeah.
I know growing up watching Toy Story movies, there was that sort of idea of like shutting off the light and walking out of your room and being like,
I wonder.
are they okay in there?
I wonder. Yeah, you cared about them. I've had that emotion. I've talked to my toys before. I don't think that's too weird, is it?
Well, you'd made it weird. Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to get there. But yeah, so they take their flagship franchise, they make a trilogy out of it. It works out wonderfully. It wraps the story up in a emotionally involving way that doesn't come across as cheap. And they find a way to work the claw in to the end, which is my
Right.
all-time
Yeah,
favorite
they
Toy
also
Story
sort
gag.
of evoked the end to another awesome Disney movie, Brave Little Toaster, which ends in this like nightmare junkyard sequence where all the appliances are getting incinerated. Same deal here.
That's
like,
right.
There was palpable fear in the theater. I was tearing up watching the idea of these toys getting burned.
Yeah.
Spoilers. It's been a while.
No, this,
Yeah,
and this
I've
is
seen
kind
it.
of the last vestige of that period where Pixar could do no wrong.
Yes.
They still make wonderful things, and they made some less wonderful things. This was kind of the apex of that period. I do want to ask you just off the cuff quickly, what's your favorite Pixar movie?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
I don't know. I love so many of them. It's hard. I like a lot of their shorts more than some of their feature films, though.
Okay, that's fair.
Wally.
Wally? Me
Wally's
too.
great.
Wally's my favorite as
So
well.
I will say that there's obviously the first 10 minutes of Up, I cried. The ending of Toy Story 3 and the part in Wall-E where he didn't turn back on
Yeah.
and Eva's just crying.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so
Lost it.
sad.
Lost it in the theater.
Yeah.
And it's me. I'm scruffy, and I'm in a theater full of children, and it's like 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Not a good look, but you know, it is what it is.
Fortunately, Toy Story 3, despite being completely honest and treating its viewers like they're intelligent people, manages to wrap it up with tears in a happy way.
And
On
now
the
we're
other
getting
hand-
Toy Story 4.
Yeah, find out more in Toy Story 4.
Yeah.